Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play The Witcher 2. So, we're back in the game after my short hiatus due to my vacation. And if I'm not
hugged a bear or what?
mistaken, we were still sort of exploring this place. I believe we're done with most of it, but there are a few places that I haven't visited, like this marketplace thing over here, and I believe this part over here. So yeah, let's continue and talk to some of these people.
A dwarf witcher? That would be something.
That would be something indeed.
Hello, Chief. Greetings.
A dwarf witcher? That would be something.
Take care, what's up?
People don't actually seem to sell
Thought we
anything.
had a basilisk in the basement. Turns out it was just my
repair
wife
armor,
getting
right?
old.
Right. You work just for your elves?
Not just.
You don't say much, do you?
And they said you're grumpy.
Yeah, indeed. I don't think I need your services at the moment. Ooh. Well, it's really damn expensive though, so thank you very much.
Oh,
let's just talk to some other people first.
Greetings. Erect a monument to commemorate a visit.
Oh, another traveller. From where? Wait, let me guess.
From Temeria.
Had it at the tip of my tongue. So, what brings you to Bergen? Wait, I know.
Business.
Just what I thought. And you're...
A witcher.
Well, well, we don't often see witches here. What do witches do anyway?
We solve problems.
Oh, I have a problem with my boyfriend.
Not that
Did you
sort of
find his
problem.
entrails strewn on the porch and his head a few paces away? Because those are the kind of problems I solve.
Yeah, that's probably not the problem you're having, right? And she's just selling some food that I don't need.
Silly cunt.
All right,
thinks
well,
100
thank you
years is a
anyway.
long time.
I want to talk to you. Can't
One
actually
more
talk to
reason
you.
not to send your kids to
Okay.
school.
Then we're not going to talk. Well, they don't have a name, so I guess I'll
Hey,
talk to them anyway.
aren't you the one who captured Yorveth back in Flotsam?
Uh-huh.
Up yours, traitor!
I'm sorry. But I also freed him. Doesn't this count for anything? Nope, he's pissed. He doesn't talk to me anymore. All right, well, so I guess this is just yeah, leaving the city, which I probably don't want at this point.
Damnation!
And what's your problem?
Take care.
And this is just another little room. Alright. Yeah, I guess I will go back into the city now and check out that one area that I haven't seen yet. And then we can probably go and get some quests done. Like starting to find those ingredients that I need for the cure. Well, guess I'll take your stuff. And, ooh, that's everything of interest in this place. Okay, yeah, I don't know, let's go back inside, the city. What can I actually, is there anything interesting up here? Oh, that is like the battlements of the city? Oh, I see. Huh. Where do you get that lava from? Is there a volcano around here? Oh, there's definitely Circle of Life, which I don't really need at the moment
Greeting.
unless I run into an unexpected battle. But there may be a battle sooner or later. Why else would there be a circle of life in this place? But okay, yeah, I don't think that there's anything interesting up here.
Greetings.
Okay, yeah, no, let's get back into the city and oh, hang on a second. This is actually the part that I haven't seen yet. So yeah, that's just the way I want to go. Outskirts of Vergen. Okay. Who are you?
Greetings.
That's all? Sometimes I feel that people who have not just a name, but also a last name are more important than people who have just one name, but in this case, the lady had nothing of
The
interest for me.
leader, though clad like a soldier, had a feminine face to stir awe. And the breast, a maiden I saw, the Virgin of Edern. Behold her, the insurgent leader, Saskia.
You really like this lady, huh?
Greetings. Greetings.
Hey. Greetings.
Blah, blah, blah.
Kind of funny. Everybody's saying greetings except
Shove off.
that guy, and you don't like me either. All right. This place doesn't look so nice. Just a number of small sheds, and I can't even go into them.
How are you? Greetings.
Doing fine for the most part. Oh, Yorveth is actually here.
Greetings, Gwynblade.
So, let's talk to Yorveth. Yeah, sure, let's ask all of it.
What could Philippa want? Why does she care about Vergen being free, independent?
Like all sorceresses, she likes to dabble in politics. Not one of them would hesitate to sacrifice another life if it furthered their goals.
Quite a one-sided opinion. All? None? Life's rather colorful. It's not all black and white.
That is very
Shades
true.
of grey, I think. I have no illusions about mages. You know the fate which the Queen of the Valley of Flowers reserved for the Alvan youth. Enid Anglina, known also as Francesca Finderbear, another sorceress. In exchange for the creation of an Alvan kingdom in Dol Blathanna, she sent the Scoia'tael to be butchered, while attacking Nilfgaard's foes from the rear. She had a chance to call it off. She could have opposed the Emperor of Nilfgaard and summoned the squirrels to defend the Valley of Flowers.
Why didn't she?
In the name of a higher purpose. It's what the Emperor wanted. That's why we became bandits after the war. That's why elves are dying, our young murdered by the likes of Roach. And that's why I cannot trust Philippa Eilhart.
Fair enough. Also, apparently he has removed his eye patch for some reason.
Roach could be on the other side of the fog.
In that case, I'll finally get him. I came close in Flotsam.
You didn't come close, you actually let him go, so why are you so set on getting him again now? You had your chance.
Been after
Yeah.
him for a while.
Ever since he became leader of the Blue Stripes. During his first mission as commander, he ambushed one of my units, cut it down to the last elf. Surprised me for the first and last time. I've been more cautious since then.
Okay. So, is that when you swore revenge?
So it's a personal matter. Vengeance. A theme straight out of Dandelion's ballads.
The safety of the Scoia'tael demands his death. Of the commanders first appointed to such units, he's the only one still alive.
I notice there's no Temerian emblem in your collection.
We should not claim something's done when it is not.
Well, like I said, you kind of had a good shot at him, and you just let him live. So you shouldn't really be complaining now. Yeah, I assume there will be others. So, you know, if you was dead, then somebody else would take his place.
You do realize that a dozen others will replace him when he's gone. Possibly dirtier foes, possibly worse.
Better to have a known enemy, you say? That doesn't apply to Vernon. A more determined demon has never walked upon this earth. The longer he is active, the better he gets. I must put an end to it.
Okay, fine, but I have other questions. So, why are you fighting for Saskia?
Tell me about this Dwan for whom the Scoia'tael are ready to do battle.
Saskia? She's no Dwan. Certainly not like the others. You've seen her. I doubt I need to explain.
She's fighting for a Pontar Valley for dwarves, elves, and humans alike. I thought you despised humans.
I may only be a warrior, but I'm no fool. This is the best we can hope for now, and it's better than the Valley of Flowers.
And you don't worry that you may be betrayed again? Alright. I want to see you another Scoia'tael. Yevon, yeah. He actually kind of reminds me of Yevon. I mean, his attitude is certainly similar.
I once met another Scoia'tael leader.
Yevon. I knew him. He had beautiful dreams and desperately wanted me to share them. Asked the same of you, I heard.
You know a lot about me.
I try to know as much as I can. About everyone.
I'm a witcher. I remain neutral. I didn't take his side.
Perhaps that is the correct attitude. Let things run their course. It's worse if we then wonder what could have been had we acted differently.
I try to avoid that. Decisions should be evaluated before they're made, not after.
How is it that we're on the same side today?
Things change. Today I have different goals and different allies.
And I didn't exactly have the option to remain neutral. So, there's that. So, you think we can win this war?
You think you can repel Henselt's army?
No.
What do you mean, no?
The fortifications and dwarven devices are simply not enough to hold off the Kaedwennis. They are just too many.
What do you plan to do?
You'll see. One thing I can promise. I won't break any pledge I've made.
Okay, that's good enough for me, for now. So, have you ever been to the Valley of the Flowers?
Have you ever been to the Valley of Flowers?
Dol Blathanna is nothing more than a vassal state of the Nilfgaardian Emperor. They call it the land of free elves, but the Scoia'tael are not welcome. It's another in a string of painful lessons. But a free Pontar Valley could change that. It's been 5 years since the kingdom was established in Dol Blathanna. Over 2,000 elves have settled there. Do you know how many children they've produced? 12 or so. It's no longer the Valley of Flowers. It's the Valley of Sterile Elders.
I'd love to see you tell Francesca that.
And why do only, like, the old elves settle there? And why do, no, like, younger elves that can produce children settle there? Oh well. What about Letho?
Anything new about Letho?
No, but I wager he's somewhere on the other side of the fog. I can feel it.
Okay. Yeah, why did you work with him anyway?
You haven't had a chance to explain yourself. Your alliance with Letho. This is a good time.
I suppose I owe it to you, Geralt. I don't know who they are exactly, nor who they're working for. I met Letho 2 months ago. He had escaped his pursuers in Edirn, found me and suggested we trade services. Our scouts and forest hideaways in exchange for the heads of Foltest and Henselt. A good offer to begin with that only became better when we revealed only part of our secrets. It then turned out that Letho was not alone. Serret and orcs were meant to kill Henselt. My warriors were to help them. As you know, this never came to pass.
Alright, maybe you know where those other Kingslayers are, so we can, try to find them. Oh well, anyway, thanks for the nice little chat.
Hello there.
And these people
You
don't...
enlisting? Greetings.
Not in the Scoia'tael, not in the Scoia'tael, if you're asking that. I don't know if Scoia'tael even accept humans. That would be kind of weird. I need to have a look at my inventory because I've been collecting a lot of crap
Greetings!
during my investigation of this place, so I may want to put a bunch of that into storage sooner or later. But yeah, I guess this may actually be all there is to see in this town for now. Going to skip on the other stuff lying in this place. There was something over here. Well, mysterious corridor leading somewhere. Huh. Where? Oh. Yeah, I guess this is a way out of the city. I don't want to leave the city at this moment. So let's get back inside and have a look at our question, because there are a few things we have to do in the city. So this quest is about finding the Dwarven Immortal. I need to talk to Zoltan about it. And I need to go back to the inn anyway to store some stuff. I'm also supposed to talk to Philippa at her home again. And I need to find Stannis to get the royal blood. Now this quest seems to be the easiest of them all. But if something seems to be easy, it probably isn't. So for some reason I believe I can't just go there and ask him for his blood and just get it like that. So we'll see about that. And this is about the banner and the sword, and I need to cross the battlefield for this, I believe. So this is going to be a little bit more complicated. Yeah, and I still need to find these guys for some arm wrestling. Anyway, why not go and find the prince and see if we can get his blood. I mean, maybe it is as easy as it seems. So let's start with that.
Blah blah blah.
Where exactly do I get back to the normal part of the city? There's a tunnel somewhere around here, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's go and find that prince. And I think I'm sort of lost again. Okay, I know. This is the proper way. Okay, so how do I get from here to the place where the prince is? Oh, this may actually be the place where the War Council was.
And the breast.
Yeah, this may take me a few minutes to find my way there, because this place is very confusing. So I'm going to bring you back once I found the prince. Alright, I am back in the castle of the Three Fathers now, and I believe this is the place where I will find Stannis. And as it happens, I haven't really explored this place yet, so we can do this now as well. Because the last time I was here, I walked right into the War Council and triggered a cutscene, so I didn't actually look around. So yeah, this was the place of the War Council. Sure, let's have a look at this place as well and see if we can find anything of interest. No, those are just the torches and the chandeliers. Don't need that. Alright, in that case, going to leave again. But the prince apparently is very close by too. Probably, oh, it's in the next room. Let me have a look at this room too. Surely they have nice stuff in this castle, right? Well, some morons anyway. I'll take them. Matthias Foster performed 180% of his quota. What have you done to fulfill the plan? What kind of plan? Okay, yeah, this is the way I need to go. Let's have a quick save and enter. So, Your Majesty, I need some of your blood.
Pray tell, what compels you to disturb the Prince of Edirn, Witcher?
I have a few questions.
And you believe I should answer them instead of setting my dogs on you?
I think your Royal
Yes.
Highness has enough foes. Here, abroad, in Vengerberg.
The intricacies of succession are not something I wish to discuss with an itinerant monster slayer.
Well, you're a charming fellow. I need royal blood, yes, but before, let me ask you some other questions too.
Succession is the topic of choice in about every inn in the country. I don't know for sure, but I think the hangman of Vengerberg was the last to claim the throne.
My patience has its limits, and at present, only my respect for Lady Saskia restrains my anger. Come to the point, or leave me be.
Ooh. Let's try some normal persuasion, maybe?
Don't change the subject, Prince.
Yes.
So be it. Let us set our differences aside and speak as equals.
Then tell me what you're doing so far away from the capital. Why aren't you in Vengerberg being crowned?
Well, sadly, my position is not strong there. My father emboldened the nobles. The great families have decided in this hour, so critical for the realm, to revolt.
Your title to the throne is indisputable.
Edirn has become a lawless land, ruled by those who wield might, by those whom people follow. I intend to show just how worthy I am of the crown, and thus claim what's mine.
By returning to Vengerberg a hero, there should be no shortage of opportunities here.
I don't like your tone, Witcher.
Why? I'm just asking very innocently. Yeah, can you tell me about what happened here 3 years ago?
I'm trying to figure out where this fog came from. What exactly happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt's mages committed mass murder. A dark day for the knighthood and all people of honor. But it was honor that allowed us to survive. There was no defeat, no victory. Honor stood against wickedness, virtue against black magic.
You took part in that battle?
My father stayed in the capital. He was to defend Vengerberg. I took to the field. I wanted to stop Henselt before he crossed the Pontar, but I was too late. So I decided to await him at Vergen. Henselt's army was exhausted. We would have triumphed if not for that heinous act. Henselt had mages with him, and they cast a treacherous spell on the entire battlefield. A fiery rain fell from the heavens. Destructive, murderous embers which brought the battle to an end. I gathered the few survivors and withdrew deep into the country. The soldiers were terrified, but Henselt showed no desire to pursue.
So you pretty much wrote Vergen off.
You wrote Vergen off.
There's a place in Kedwin where orphans are subjected to cruel experiments. 9 out of 10 boys perish from the pain. Sound familiar? They say that sacrifices are necessary to create one Witcher, one hero to defend the people against monsters.
Not the best analogy.
You know nothing of military strategy, and you've never been responsible for a nation's fate, which is why I forgive you your ignorance.
Alright. Okay, and who cast the spells?
Only a master mage could have cast such a powerful spell, and I suspect he could not have accomplished it alone.
I remember Sabrina Glevissig. Through the flames I saw her observing the carnage from her mount, dressed in a hunting suit. Straight-backed, dispassionate.
Sabrina. If I remember correctly, she's Henselt's advisor.
Was. Henselt condemned her to death for casting that spell. The Kedwenis roasted in their armor, just the same way the Edirnians did. You know what struck me when all hell broke loose? What I found astonishing and even amusing? Going into battle we sang our Edirnian songs. They intoned their Kedweni hymns to Kriv. But when fire descended from the sky, our cries of pain were no different. We all wailed as humans. For an instant, the magnitude of the tragedy brought together our two warring nations.
I still have no idea where the spectral fog came from.
I'm afraid I don't know either.
Alright, does this just happen when, you know, there's a huge battle and a massacre, or is there some magic involved? Yeah, tell me a little bit about politics.
You might be surprised, Prince, but I have more political experience than I'd like.
The famous Geralt of Rivia, invited to the table by Calanth, Foltest's little favourite. I've heard you've even parleyed with the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Think I'm impressed? Calanth is dead. Meve curses your name when she hears it. Foltest was murdered before your very eyes, and the Emperor, as I heard it, he thought you insignificant.
Are you going somewhere with this?
Well, he's an emperor.
You should know that a king sometimes needs a hired thug to take care of dirtier deeds. If the thug is naive enough, instead of reaching into his purse, the king buys him with virtuous words, the flash of his rings, pledges of friendship. And when, having done his deed, the thug departs, swaggering proudly like a peacock, the king discreetly giggles. Truly, I never thought you could be so pitiful.
Well, he's not completely wrong. I mean, I do take, you know, all sorts of jobs for some money, and apparently I did work for Foltest out of some sense of, I don't know, loyalty, maybe even friendship. But I still need to ask you about your blood, my prince.
Get out!
Hey! I need to ask you about your blood. Why won't you let
Get
me
out.
have your blood? Well, this is unfortunate. He's apparently not in the mood to talk about that at the moment. Maybe I just have to come back later when he has calmed down a little bit. So in that case, why not talk to Philippa instead? Maybe she's more in the mood to talk to me. Or maybe I can just, you know, sometimes entering a room again can already
Get out!
help matters. No, he's still angry for whatever reason. I didn't say anything, so he's probably just a jerk. Okay, so in that case, I guess we will go and talk to Philippa instead. Where exactly is she at? Way over there. Okay, so this will take a few minutes again to get there, but I will bring you back once I'm there. Alright, I think I found the place. Geralt, you should always knock before you just enter a room. Seriously.
What is it, Witcher?
Who is that girl?
Cynthia, a leashed sorceress.
A charming expression. Do you also use muzzles?
Leash means a connection between a sorceress and her assistant. An unfortunate term, I admit, but it explains how things are. Cynthia can tap my power, use my spells. She's a conduit. And she's learning along the way. It's convenient, and except for the name, not derisive at all. But you're not here to talk about Cynthia.
Nope, I'm not. So, let's ask her some questions as well.
How is it that King Radovid's court sorceress and advisor is supporting a rebellion in Aedirn?
This has grown into more than a simple rebellion, Witcher. Prince Stennis' arrival here confirmed Saskia's right to represent Aedirn.
Saskia isn't fighting for Aedirn, but for the Pontar Valley. Even Prince Stennis considers you rebels. He hasn't moved against you because war with Kedwen hangs by a thread. Why are you here, Sorceress of Tretogor?
It is my duty. If Henselt occupies the Pontar Valley, Redania and Temeria will respond strongly. The North will disintegrate, its unity gone. A dark scenario that is nevertheless avoidable. provided Saskia is successful and wins the valley's independence.
Even if she thwarts Henselt, there'll be no independence without agreement from Redania and Temeria.
Temeria's expansionist plans melted away with Foltest's death. Redania's ruler is unpredictable, but even he'll have to respect a victory. I'm here to make this victory a fact.
Yeah, I honestly don't see this alliance holding for very long. I mean, we all have like a common enemy, which at the moment is King Henselt. But like Geralt said, Saskia wants an independent Pontar Valley, and I don't see Stannis agreeing with that. So, I see more conflict coming up. So, apparently Saskia killed a dragon.
Is what they say true? Did Saskia kill a dragon?
Prince Stennis decorated her for it at the court in Vengerberg, so it appears to be true. If you want to know the details, talk to Biggerhorn. Apparently he witnessed it.
Alright. So, can you tell me more about Lethal?
Have you heard about a Witcher's school? Apparently the Viper's their sign.
No, why do you ask?
The Kingslayer wears a medallion adorned with a viper.
Pretentious and childish for my taste. You can't be very smart.
Okay. I actually agree with you on that. Okay, tell me about the Wild Hunt.
A sorceress like you ought to know bundles about the Wild Hunt.
A sorceress's knowledge has nothing to do with superstitions.
The hunt's not a superstition.
True.
Definitely not.
The phenomenon seems to exist.
I want to know everything there is to know about it.
It's strictly atmospheric. It doesn't interest me. Just as whirlwinds, whirlpools and snowfalls do not interest me.
Okay, well, so you can't really help me at all here. I've got this tattoo. Yeah, and I actually have the ingredients to remove it if I ever wanted to. Some of them I bought in Flotsam from the herb lady. So I guess I can ask her to remove it. I haven't really made up my mind if I want to keep it. I feel it would make more sense to have the tattoo if you side with Roach and the blue stripes. Now it seems kind of odd to have it. So I will think about that. But it's good to know that I can still remove it if I want to. Yeah, tell me more about the curse.
At the council, you mentioned artifacts were needed to undo the curse.
But I can't look for them now.
I can do that.
Why?
I have my reasons. Tell me something.
Yeah, tell me about what happened here 3 years ago.
What happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt attacked Edirn, but met his match. Nobody won that war. Sabrina Glefisig got into a conflict with the commander-in-chief of the Kedweni forces, and this led to both armies being routed. Fireballs turned the battlefield into a flaming tomb. Henselt accused Sabrina of using a forbidden weapon.
And Sabrina cursed Henselt.
I think so. I suspect the curse got out of hand because of the circumstances.
Circumstances? The stars weren't right, wrong phase of the moon. There's always an excuse for simple bungling.
She placed the curse while burning at the stake. Her hands and feet nailed to a wagon wheel. I'd say she did a good job, considering.
Okay, fair enough. Not all the ghosts were aggressive, did you notice? I didn't notice, to be honest.
Did you notice? Not all the ghosts were aggressive.
Yes. Most just disappeared when they touched the aura of a living person.
I think the curse corrupts the ghosts of the fallen and turns them into Draugrs.
Is that the Witcher's professional name for wraiths?
Draugrs are demons of war. They arise at sites of exceptionally vicious, bloody battles. Their bloodlust and hatred in condensed form.
Can you kill them by conventional means?
A silver sword is enough for a Draugr, but as long as the curse remains active, new ones will arise. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If I could turn the tide of the battle...
For that you'll need symbols of war belonging to those who fell in battle. Hatred, death, courage and faith. All artifacts must be magically active and connected to the fallen or they won't lure the ghosts.
Right. I'll look around.
Finding 2 will be enough. Get the symbols of hatred and death and leave the rest to me.
I'd prefer courage and faith.
Don't fuss.
I'll see what I can do. Cecil seems to know a lot about the area.
So basically you're giving me the crappy jobs, right? Anyway, know anything about blood curses?
Know anything about blood curses?
Do you?
We're dealing with a 4th level curse, also known as the Curse of the Archmistress.
Well, well, I'm impressed.
Thing is, until now I thought it was only a myth, that such a curse couldn't be cast.
You thought wrong. There are 6 confirmed cases of this curse being inflicted.
What about confirmed cases of it being lifted?
1. Achieved by a team of sorcerers led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, hence the curse's other name. Sabrina Glevizig was on the team.
Small world.
That's not all. The curse investigated by Francesca and Sabrina was designed to end the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. They were cursed by Scarlet Rodalega, a complete madman, but very talented. An eclipse and wraiths also accompanied his curse.
So Sabrina's curse is just a knockoff Rodalega.
Exactly.
Okay, well, thank you.
I'm good for now. I'll let you know when I learn something.
Can I maybe talk to you
You
again,
wanted
though?
to discuss something?
Yes, there are a few more questions. This isn't the same that I just asked, is it?
You said we'd need a magical object to cure Saskia. Any ideas where I might start looking?
Magical items do not grow on trees, as you know. Luckily, this area has a long history. There's the Battle of Wraiths, the site of Sabrina Glevizig's death and suffering, the abandoned mines.
I was hoping you'd be specific.
I won't ask you to traipse around with a divining rod, but please try to be a little inventive. Ask the locals, that's always a good place to start. I dare say Alderman Burden knows every last stone in the area. Maybe you should see him.
Okay, that's actually some helpful advice.
You wanted to discuss something?
Yeah, I am looking for Triss.
I'm looking for Triss. Letho forced her to teleport near Vergen.
Letho?
Foltest's killer, perhaps Demavend's too. Will you help me find her?
Certainly. We sorceresses must stick together. We have too many enemies.
Triss contacted you through Sheila de Tanzerville's megascope while in Flotsam.
And I haven't heard from her since.
Can you locate her?
A megascope responds to a person's aura. If I had something of hers, I could find her. You were close to her. Maybe you have something.
No, I don't have anything.
Not good. Wait. A local drunkard claims he saw a redhead fall out of the sky. This could be a lead.
I don't know if he was drunk.
Drunkards say all sorts of nonsense. One claimed his dog was writing poetry.
Perhaps they're just drunken delusions. It's possible, however, that an unstable teleport ejected Triss near the town.
As it's our only lead, I'll talk to this drunkard. Do you know him?
I'm not used to associating with drunkards, but you'll likely find him in the inn.
Thank you.
Come back as soon as you learn anything.
Alright, so, we did get some information for some of our quests. So, I should talk to the townsfolk about magical locations. I still need to go and ask Dennis about his blood. And I need to find the dwarf, the drunk dwarf who may have seen Triss. And I got some hints on where to find the sword and the banner. But that's something for the next episode. So let's make a cut here. And yeah, I suppose on the next episode I will start looking around for, you know, some of the artifacts and talk to some people and try to find my first ingredients for curing Saskia. So yeah, as usual, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and see you again next time.